Hello, everyone. Tyler here again. And I have another thought that it was provoked by this video that I saw recently where they were talking about some heartbreaking things that doctors and medical professionals have seen. And it got me thinking about therapists also. Now, I'm speaking as a massage therapist, of course, but I do want to open this up to psychotherapists, physical therapists, occupational therapists alike. So by all means, feel free to chime in. But things that I have seen in my profession that would be considered heartbreaking or hard to witness, um, I don't think it's talked about enough amongst us, amongst therapists of all kinds. Maybe it is, but at least not amongst the circles and people I know. But I have had cancer patients, and it's really difficult to watch that process. Or I don't even know if a process is the right word, but maybe more like watching somebody uh, slowly degrade. It's just a terrible thing, and some of these people I grew to know very well. They become more than just it's more than just a client or patient therapist relationship. Some of these people become like a friend to you, and you get accustomed to seeing them. And but it's just you watch that progression there when they are reaching the end of their life. It's really hard. So that's definitely something I can mention as a heartbreaking thing. Um, Neurological diseases. I've worked with people who have ALS, Parkinson's, other things of that nature. And again, you watch how they change over time, and um, it can seem rather abrupt too. And sometimes it's very quick, and it's just downright awful just to watch it. You do the best you can as a therapist to try to improve their quality of life as much as you can. But it's something that can really affect you mentally and emotionally. So it, I'm sure everybody has their own strategies and things that they use to deal with these things. I'm not saying it necessarily makes it any better, but it might help get past it a little bit. Uh, because as most of you know out there, death and dying is it's a part of life. It's just the way it is. I've also had people I've seen who seemed healthy otherwise, fit as all get out, and then next thing you know, you hear that they just dropped dead, had a heart attack or something like that. Um, these things happen. You can do all the right things in life, right? But people still they just die, and I think coming to terms with that has probably helped when it comes to witnessing these things, just realizing that this is a natural part of death, or natural part of life, rather. Excuse me. Death is a natural part of life. Um, and there's some people who do carry something with them, like death it's a transition. It's another uh where it's a phase, that's moving on to something else, something better, right? And I tend to ascribe to that belief that there is something better. Um, there has to be more than just this, something in the afterlife. I think a lot of people do, and that's okay. And if you don't, well, it's your business, But there's a lot of people who do, and I don't think we're gonna be hating on each other either way. Um, I have also worked with amputees, um, paraplegics, and what else could I tell you? It's just I don't know. I wish I had a better way of bringing this all home or bringing it all together. But I guess what I'm getting at here is, what have you been through, and or what have you seen, and how did you go about it? What are some of the strategies or methods that you use in your practice of any kind? It's I've also unfortunately have had suicides. Um, that's rough. That's always a rough one right there. I don't know. It's there's nothing. I don't think there's anything I can say to soften a blow when there's a suicide involved. I've seen that in my professional career and also in my private life as well. Just people I've known. It's just a terrible thing. It really is. Um, there's. It is great though to see that the work you do is having a positive impact. I've seen people when they are depressed or they're going through a hard time, they find through massage therapy they find some relief there, or they have some physical or medical, excuse me, condition, something physical going on, um, and again, massage therapy gives them some relief. I've seen massage therapy do a lot of great things for people, so it's not all doom and gloom out there. Okay, don't get me wrong. um, but I did want to open up that dialogue for anybody who cares to chime in. Please feel free to comment on that down below. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel. Press that like button. It helps me out a lot. I put time into all this stuff that I do, and um, I just appreciate people out there giving me um, support and positive feedback. I do appreciate that. Uh, so I hope all of you out there are taking care of yourselves. Hope you're having a good day, good week, month, year. We're halfway through the year. That's hard to believe. It's coming up. Oh, wait, it is here already, halfway. But anyway, take care and see you in the next video.